Along with the Dance of Life come manuals. This is manual 3. And so, if you look, the first one was manual 1 on the Advocate's manual, the second one was manual 2 on the Consultant's manual, and manual 3 is about the Facilitator. Now, facilitation, what does that mean? That means helping to make it happen, to facilitate change. So when you look at this, you say, well, what does that got to do with? It's field shifting. It's how to take the entire collective morphogenic field and actually shift the entire field. That's everything around you and everybody and everything going on. I don't suppose you'd be interested in that one. It's practical. It's down to earth. People are doing it all the time, and that's what's happening in this major field shift that is the greatest transition in human history. Now you can sit on your couch and just let it happen and be numb and dumb about it, but you've been programmed to be that way. So in order to help you with shifting your program, so you can help shift the field, we wrote this book on the field shifting, the holodynamics of integration. It's how to make sense out of everything so that you know that you have integrity. And so it has lots of subjects in here. So first, what is facilitating, and then what is reliving, and what is pre-living. Now we talked about tracking. This is the relive and the pre-live process. So we talked then about the covenant. Now what is the covenant? Well, you know this spinner effect that creates the form of everything that we've talked about in the science? So that's part of the covenant because it is contained in the codes of the spinners of information. So you say, so what's that got to do with the potential field, and what's that got to do with the mind model, and what's that got to do with disease and health? And can you cluster disease? Can you shift the field of diseases? You can, and we now know how to basically heal almost any disease. Now we haven't tried them all yet, but every one that we've tried we can actually heal. So the ones they say can't be healed is all part of this other mentality. This mentality has been controlling us for so long. So then you get into your diseases, and you get into the energy, and you get into all the philosophies about energy, and then you find out that all energy is made of information. And yes, it's in motion, but it gives the frequencies and the intensities of energies, and also each energy system is controlled by the information in it. And so you say, okay, what can I do with that? Well, you talk about then how you get into different patterns, and you get into the patterns of prosperity, and you get into how to make the best deal in town, so to speak. And people have such fun with it because it's not a matter of dictating and contracting, it's a matter of trusting and going for it with everything you're worth. And so you can get that, and you can cluster money issues, and you can get into abundance, almost unlimited abundance. And I'm not talking theory. So you say, okay, can you track the prosperity blocking holodynes you have? Can you shift the field? Can you go back into your past, way back into the place of planning before time even began? And can you meet with people that you now know who were with you then in their core essence of their full potential? And can you listen as they talk full potential to full potential and see why you were in such conflict with these people, or why you love them so much, and why you have families with them? Because all of that's done by the covenant. And so you can make collages of your future and collages of your past, and you can begin to talk about this with your friends and family. Share the information, and you get into what's called a constant state of relive and pre-live, in which you are open now to the integration of all the information, not only on the vertical level, but on the horizontal level of reality, where you can actually take all the things going on in the world around you, and then all the things in the past and the future, and integrate them, because it's self-organizing information. It's not a job. It's just plain good, healthy living. So you can get into the relationships with everything. So this is chapter 3. And it goes into the relationships of lifeline relationships you had all your life. You can get the relive, free-live processes. They're all outlined online, and they're in the courses. And you can start preparing the field, and you can transform the field for your family, for your friends, for your businesses, and for your community. And you become almost magical. And when you get with somebody closer, it's an into-me-see. It's intimacy. Into-me-see. And then you get into the being of togetherness. And there you find the real essence of the core power of your relationship. And you say, oh, how do you use that? Well, it's about love. And so I made this little tape on it. And so this is the picture that was painted by a little 11-year-old girl in Russia. And they gave me this painting in honor of what we had set up with the educational systems there and the transformation taking place there. But this is about love, and there's different kinds of love. So we talk about all that in this book on field shifting. And you can shift the field of love, so you can get into the byproducts of intimacy. You can create intimacy charts and all that kind of stuff if you want. You can study it like a science. And you get into role playing, and you go to all these different situations. Like, does love let you be dominant and submissive? And what kind of love is that? And so forth. Or is it equal to equal? And, you know, we go through all the role plays here of all the kinds of situations, dominant, submissive, and distancing and close. And I don't know how that goes. It's all practical and down to earth. Husband and wife relationships. And also parent-child relationships, a whole bunch on that. And then chapter 8 is the principles of facilitation. A working relationship with your full potential self, a working round table so you can get together with all these people, and the ability to track, and the ability to be able to relive and pre-live, and you can get the whole introduction to the science of field dynamics. And the code of ethics and all that is here for anybody who wants to master this particular field shifting skill and know the information personally and have all the references. So if anybody wants to argue with you about it, you can just turn them on to the references to the scientists who developed, like Stephen Hawking or David Bohm or any of these magical scientists of the past. Great scientists who broke the field that was holding us enslaved and have left us free to be. And so, field shifting. Bless you with it.